Hello kids, in previous class we had gone through writing a letter, identifying the elements of a letter. Yes, so and in S2 we have written a letter using the senses. So what is important in a letter? So in a letter to mention everything in detail to make others understand is very important. And some elements what we are writing are also very important, so let us check them. So today our aim is to review a personal letter with a checklist. So to check our letter with the checklist, first of all we want to know everything regarding the letter. So once again let us revive about the letter, its parts and everything, elements of a letter. Okay, so first, previously we had written the heading. In the heading, what is really very important in the heading is the sender's address. The sender's address, they must write in detail about the address. In the address, normally we get the house number, the street name, and also maybe the state or village or city where they are living. Along with this, get a date. So after the sender's address, we write the date. So in date, the format is first the date after the month after year. So this is in this format like 2nd January 2021. So in this way we can write the format of a letter. So whatever is there, so if we don't write even the 2nd January, now to January dot comma, so that is the comma is important near the month, and 2021 the year we want to write it. So in the same way, after that what we are writing is the greetings. So what we are writing is the greeting where we want to mention dear and the name of the person with a comma, where we call it as a greeting. So greetings is to write for the name of the person. So dear is compulsory to write, and we want to write the thing. So if we are writing a informal letter, we write dear. If not, we write respect. If not, we write respected. Next comes the body of the letter. So in body of the letter, as we mentioned before, introduction, first two lines we want to have the introduction of the letter, 2 lines about asking some questions about the other person, how he is, what is he doing, basing on that. Some 2 lines, at least first two introduction of 2 lines is very important. Then comes the body of the letter where they write 4 or 5 lines, more than 6 to 7 lines they will be writing. You want to write, and there whatever you are explaining you want to express by using your senses. How many senses do we use? Normally we have 5 senses. Based on the 5 senses, while you are using, the 5 senses must be used. Next comes the conclusion of the letter, where we write the conclusion saying something about the letter or something we are requesting them to send a letter or something else. Okay, then comes the salutation. What is conclusion? Then comes the closing of the letter. Closing of the letter. So in the closing of the letter, normally we write something like with love, yours faithfully, yours lovingly. So in this way you write something about the closing. So with love, yours faithfully. Next comes the signature. Next comes the signature, where we write the signature and the name of the person who is writing the letter. Okay, so basing on these elements of the letter, we are supposed to write a letter. We want to remember that each and every part of the letter contains all these things. And the main thing is the body, where we want to write the three parts. That is the introduction part, body part, and conclusion. Then comes our closing, where we close the letter, by saying, with love, yours faithfully, yours lovingly, yours dear. So in the same way, you want to complete it with a signature. So while completing the letter, you want to remember all these things in your mind and you want to complete the letter. Now, basing on this, today we are going to check the letter. So already we had written the letter in S2. Now, basing on that, let us go for a checklist by observing our S3 page number 22. So go to S3 page number 22. Reviewing a letter. Now read the letter which is given here and check using the checklist. So check the above letter using the checklist below. So below there are some questions like the letter has a heading with the date. If it is yes, tick on the yes. The letter has at least 2 opening lines. That means the introduction. The middle paragraph gives you details about all the 5 senses. Check that whether all the 5 senses are there or not. If you want to check, once underline wherever you find the senses. The letter has a closing with the signature and the sender's name. So whether signature and sender's name both were there or not at the closing, check it. All the sentences begin with capital letters and end with full stops. So check that the sentences were beginning with capital letters and full stop. The letter has both simple and compound sentences. Based on this, check the letter in page number 22. Check your checklist and send it through WhatsApp. Okay children, thank you.